It's a rare timing event anymore that I get to be out here when you actually go to get the paper.
Well, yeah, because you got so many friends to see every
I
morning.
know, I have little feet waiting on me in the morning.
Oh, yeah, and they all, the little eyes looking up at you.
It's muggy.
Yeah.
I said it was humid, right? Yeah, it's 76 degrees and 99% humidity out here today. It's one of those stifling summer mornings. Not particularly hot, but the humidity is yuck. And all the kitties are accounted for and doing good. And just to say, we had the alarm set for 8. We were going to sleep in this morning, and that just didn't happen.
No, it's all right.
Thank you. Hey, Donnie.
So, I'm very upset. I am perturbed at Elon Musk. You know, I appreciate this version 9 full self-driving such and whatever, but according to my Drive Safe and Save, I save for the next year on my Drive Safe and Save, I'm gonna save $3 and how much?
58 cents.
$3.58 for the next year. And the number one reason I'm not going to save very much money is because the speed limit stuff does not work. All the time.
Yeah, you're over 7 over right now.
Yeah, and so I need Elon to read speed limit signs. I don't care if it drives itself or not. Just read the daggum speed limit sign.
Well, it reads them. It doesn't adhere to them is the problem. Because it knows it's 35.
That's what I said. I'm upset at because I'm never, I mean, the thing's, I realize I'm the driver, but you know, I just need a little help there, Elon. You could make me safer driver just by following the speed limit signs. And if I want to override it, I'll override it, but at least, you know, when I'm just driving, stay on the speed limit or 5 over or something.
Right. So just to clarify, 1 or 2 things. It's savings for 6 months, not 12. And the savings for the Odyssey was $60.59, and for the Envoy was $72.26. And the reason why is because the miles on the GMC were like less than 600 in the last 6 months, and the miles on the Odyssey were less than 200 in the last 6 months. So if you have a vehicle that you're insuring and you're really not driving it, then probably turning on Drive Safe and Save is a good thing. The only thing you'll have to do is go out and read the odometer every once in a while to verify that, you know, you're being honest about it or whatever. But with the Model Y, Don keeps on getting dinged for doing 7 over the speed limit, and it's not because Don goes around speeding around town. What happens is, like, we drive down over to Siler City or down to Sanford, and the speed limit on purpose, I have it going from 35 to 45 to 55 to 45. I mean, it changes all the time. And what Don wants is, car, I don't want you to do more than, say, 3 or 5 miles over the speed limit. And he wants to set it, and he wants to, when he's in traffic aware cruise control or autopilot, he wants it to really, 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 really adhere to that rule. And it doesn't. All of a sudden, he'll be in a 35 zone, and right now he was doing 44, and he was on traffic aware cruise control, and the car lets him do that. So he wants I don't know, just adhere to the speed limit, buy an offset and stick to it, and don't mess it up, because the car is not helping him with, you know, he sees it, oh, I'm at 44, I need to slow down, and by the time he's done that, drive safe and save has dinged him.
Yeah, well, because, right, the drive safe and save is evaluating me at the speed of the computer, not the speed of a human reaction time. So, Elon, one FSD computer to the phone computer, which one's better? I think right now the phone's got you beat hands down.
Don's not really too upset, but...
Not too upset, but it's just...
He didn't save no money on his Tesla. I told him he wasn't going to save no money on the Tesla, but oh, we had to do the great big experiment, and it didn't cost you money, so it didn't cost you any money.
That's fair. So, yeah, so the answer is, if you're worried about it raising your rates, then I would say that doesn't seem to have affected it, because, but it definitely doesn't save you any money if you drive a Tesla. So, Elon, hurry up and get the insurance thing too.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And oh, by the way, Don knows better than to put one of the devices on Ruby.
No possible. My marriage, I've got good
it wouldn't
interrelational, emotional bank account, all those relations. I don't have good enough to handle that.
Well, I probably speed less than Don, except for that 1 or 2 times I floor it when nobody's looking.
Well, they do have a rapid acceleration thing too. If you stud starts and fast starts and stops, they bust you for that too. But I don't have that one too bad. It happens a little bit, but the big one that gets me is that 7 over. I mean, I'm constantly over.
Yep. So we're on the North Lake, South Lakes, Fuquay, Greenway Trail this morning. I might would have picked the alternate destination if we either had Johnny with us or the humidity wasn't so miserable this morning, because it's just not a good day to be on a more woodland trail for me, because the mosquitoes would eat me up. This is pretty woodland, but we haven't had a problem over here before, so here's hoping that we can stick with that today. Hey, Donnie.
Is it over yet?
No. No, I was going to complain that my heart's only at 114 and we need to pick up the pace a little bit. But you look so pitiful when I turned around and looked at you, I decided to mostly let you off the hook on it. No sun right now, and I'm actually okay with that. So Don is currently reading Hail Mary by Andy Weir, you know, the Martian guy, author. I have it on Audible, so maybe when Johnny and I get back in the car for school, I'm planning on listening to it, probably as our first book. Because, you know, we do that quite a bit in the car. 3 hours a day of music is a little much after a while. And Johnny and I have slightly different taste, and you know, music just makes me want to go fast and I can't, stuck out there in traffic. So for all those reasons. But Don was giving me a little summary of what it's going, yeah, the book so far. Nothing that would spoil anything for me. Well, there's the high school, but we're at the lift station, and that's our turnaround point to get the desired mileage, no more, no less, for a Sunday.
Get her done so I can get home, pile up, watch YouTube.
He did say he might take me for a drive later.
That's true. I just have
test out the latest
FSD stuff.
Yeah, well, we don't have the stuff, but you know, should that want to download to the car before we go for our drive, you know, my luck is we'll get home after waiting all week for a good window to go test the latest release, and then it'll download to one of the cars. That'll be my luck, but you know, I'll take it when I can get it. There is a chance of a thunderstorm today, and I would say based on the clouds in and out with the sun playing peekaboo that it could be sooner than later. It could fire up. I guess time will tell. Don says he thought he felt a raindrop. I have not yet, but you know, a couple of drops between here and the car wouldn't upset me too bad, since we're pretty hot and sweaty and kind of miserable with this humidity today. That breeze coming across the water feels good though.
Actually it does.
Between last week and this week, they came and scalloped the top of this fence, and it looks so much nicer.
Yeah, but
it's not this.
The little finials on top of the pole.
Yeah, well, maybe they still will. The neighbor has the finials over here on the older section of fence, and so maybe they'll see that. because I agree that that would be worth probably like $10 a piece for those treated lumber things. Well, it looks like over here though it's part of the post.
Yeah, they bought the mortise, but then that complicates setting the post.
Yeah. Well, they could still add something maybe, because I agree it looks a little bare without anything. So, you snooze, you lose.
There you go.
Yeah, I knew Don would appreciate this shirt, especially on a Sunday morning. So tomorrow is the heart doctor follow-up appointment. Never heard a peep out of them, which I've said multiple times.
I told her, don't worry, while you're sitting in the waiting room, they'll run back and look at it real quick.
Right. Well, obviously I've been exercising pretty hard and haven't keeled over since I had the test, so she would have to have some very damning information to, there's a bicyclist coming up on your right, you know, damning information in order to get me to do anything different than what I'm already doing. So, but I'm trying not to worry about it. I'm pretty much, if there had been anything seriously wrong, they wouldn't have let me left, right?
Yeah, they would have got
And they said my EKG was normal at 187. So what was she really going to say? Exercise more, exercise that heart
Take
muscle.
a statin.
Yeah, which I
don't
won't
eat
do,
red meat.
which I won't do.
And so it's like you're wasting your breath.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything disparaging though too much, except that, you know, mildly I'm frustrated not to have had my results, because I don't want to jinx myself on the results, but that'll be over with tomorrow one way or the other, right?
Hope.
Yeah, hope so. I'm making Donnie go so I'm on my best behavior and the Jersey girl doesn't come out in the middle of the consultation. I think that would be a good thing.
Right.
So I pushed the button to turn on the warning lights right when I started recording. They timed out. It
very handy.
Yeah, it doesn't actually stop, but it does put up some flashers. Good morning. Yeah, I told Don to go pick me up at Clubworks, and I wanted to walk this last little bit over there. We've not been on this section right here, and he said, I'll go with you. I said, okay. So we're both going to be wishing when we get to Clubworks that we could send for Jules.
Yeah, you must have opened.
Slippery when wet, it says, on your bicycle crossing this very long footbridge. Surprised it's not metal. Must be cheaper to go wood.
Well, the bridge is really nice, but hell, this is enough of a hill to convince me I don't want to come this way.
I told him I was pretty happy walking around the lake over to the lift station the way we've been going. Because we're looking to get, you know, on a weekend walk at least 2.5, going on 3 miles. We'll certainly have 3 today. But yeah, this hill at the end, I got sweat in my eyes again. I meant to get a headband and I forgot. So here, while you watch your kids play soccer, you don't have to sit in the bench. There's no real place for very many spectators anyway. Just walk the track around the soccer field. And there's the parking lot over there, which we are not going to walk to.
Alright, so I crossed the finish line here. In fact, it said stop. That sign right there says stop.
Stop.
See, so I'm going back.
That's funny. It's not really a road, even though it looks like it. Alright, go press it for us.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't actually see anybody coming, but that's a good time to show it off. Is it all clear?
All clear.
Yeah, don't even have to run this time. And it's here in the middle and on the far side also. So that's good. Because this is Highway 55 and it is 45 through there.
Yeah.
And people book. Well, again, the town did a good job. The town needs to hire me. I told Don, now you got that, Lynn, because I've like thrown 20 off the trail today. I just can't leave it. Town beautification while you get your exercise. I mean, we're exercising anyway, so why not? Thank you, Donnie.
Oh, killed me.
What?
Hour and 15 minutes. That's way too much exercise, sweetie. You're wearing me out.
I am not.
Oh my God, 8,260 steps. It's coming up. It's loading a little slow. Out here in the wilderness, 3.76 miles, 373 calories, 75 movements, 20 minutes per mile, flat.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the first mile was 2017, second 1951, third 1933, and the last 0.77 miles was 2024.
Huh. An hour and 16:43, 3.4 miles, because we know mine never shows as much as his, and I'm down to 115 beats per minute. That recovery's pretty good. It's getting better. And I looked just across the street and I was at like 8,600 steps. So we shouldn't have to get up and exercise extra on purpose today just to get those last few steps.
We
Yeah.
weren't gonna do anything.
You mean no death cycle tonight?
No.
Well, that's looking mighty industrious of you.
My girl, she walked me to death.
Might as well get a little more, huh? Need some help there? Well, you know Don's serious if he's getting out the backpack blower.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Have fun? Something like that? Mr. What the Frunk is
That's right, what the front?
taking us for a little drive in Jules. The sky is looking much more interesting and there are some pop-up storms out there.
Probably gonna get rained on it.
Yeah.
But Jules is not clean.
And we're just heading down to Sanford and back, doing our weekend countryside drive.
Well, we want to see if they fixed that 42 still closed.
Yep.
So we're going this way.
And we were going to see if Jules pays attention to Don when he's on autopilot, if the camera's paying attention to him.
All right.
That was one of our things to test.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the kind of sky I'm talking about. So just to be clear, Jules is on 2021.4.18.11. I know I reported on that earlier in the week that she had put that on, but just to be clear about anything we do or don't see today. Neither Jules or Ruby has gotten the software download this weekend. His glasses are off. He's on autopilot. He's looking down at his phone. Andy, he is not getting nagged. He's still looking at his phone.
Yeah, I got my hand on the wheel, and I'm not trying to torque it or a lot. I am definitely
Holding it.
holding it. I don't want to get me a cop. I didn't think about looking around for a state trooper. He said me do now and get my ass in trouble.
Oh, we're sorry, officer. We were just doing
an
an
experiment.
We were doing an autopilot test. My wife, she's a YouTuber. She makes videos.
Honest, the car was driving and we were trying to make it fuss at me.
Right. She did handle that just fine, but she didn't get over any earlier than she absolutely had to.
That's right.
I'm inside the Walmart in Sanford, and a lot less Lego kits, if you ask me. Huh. I don't think I want to be looking at skeletons when I'm hoping to have an accident-free drive. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty hectic in there. The Sanford Walmart is really busy on a Sunday afternoon. I need to remember that for next time. I left Don sitting so long, he's probably asleep. Can't say that I blame him. At least I'm assuming this is Don over here. Yeah, definitely snoozing. Well, at least he wasn't anxious for my return. That is thunder. So I got some Tide. I was looking for several things, certain pair of shorts in the right size, certain kind of storage container in the right size, and didn't find what I was hoping for. So
Hey, nighttime, you can start.
Here's my pretty girl.
Hey, nighttime.
Yeah, she sure did have a good time today. She seemed to enjoy herself riding around in countryside.
I did, and Don had him his nap in the Walmart parking lot, and then I fell out and had my nap coming through Lillington while Don was driving. I was just over there until Don said, "There's a Tesla," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's right, out in the middle.
Black Model 3 in Chalibet Springs.
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere. That's right. It's amazing where the Teslas turn up nowadays.
Well, I have for you.
Oh, you do?
Prepared today. I have for you deviled eggs.
Way cool. I'm looking forward to deviled eggs.
And I'm gonna make chicken wings. I got
Yum.
chicken wings. So
Yum,
it's a
yum.
good thing I had a nap because I'm gonna be cooking.
Yeah,
in the
she's gonna be
kitchen
cooking for a while. Yeah, that's right.